Um. Also, since we brought up to No Time to Explain, I guess this would be a good time to kind of segue into the Rachel Nichols conversation. So if for our listeners who aren't familiar, was it 2020 when Rachel Nichols
Yeah.
ESPN wanted Maria Taylor to cover the NBA Finals, and Rachel Nichols didn't want to. It was some foul play, but Rachel Nichols didn't want to relinquish her position to Maria Taylor. So I guess somebody wiretapped her. She left the app running on her computer or something like that. In her hotel room, and they got her saying some racist comments, so to speak, or some I wouldn't call them racist. I just
not necessarily
Yeah,
racist,
not
just
necessarily racist.
culturally insensitive.
Yeah, culturally insensitive,
Yeah.
controversial. Controversial is a better way of saying it. And I'm actually going to read what they actually
I
had
think
her on
that's the way
video
it was
say.
spun. I don't even know if it was that.
Yeah, I just actually seen it. I literally yesterday was watching the interview. I didn't finish it
Mm-hmm.
with her on is it All the Smoke?
Yeah, All the Smoke.
All
Yeah,
the
all the
Smoke.
smoke.
Yeah, she just was on there, and she went very in detail about what she was talking about and all of that. So
yeah. So basically, this is what the controversial comments that they caught her saying. So somebody was recording her for a while, and this is what she's saying on All the Smoke. She said, "If you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your crappy long time record of diversity, which, by the way, I know personally from a female side of it, like, go for it." Nichols said to Adam Middleton, an advisor to athletes, including LeBron James in 2020, "Just find somewhere else." She was basically upset about because she's been working in the industry for 25 years, and she felt like she was being slighted. She felt like this was her, she was finally up, and she wanted to do have coverage of the NBA Finals, and she didn't feel like Maria Taylor, who had only been in the industry about 8 years at that time, a black woman, should overstep her. How did y'all feel about her comments, or that comment, even though it was said in private and it was done dirty, so to speak? How did y'all feel about her
At the time, ESPN spun the shit out of this, by the way.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
they had you looking at it from a totally different perspective. They made it purely racial.
Yeah.
But from because I watched the podcast and I understand what she was saying. She was like, this was in my contract. Like, I've been waiting a long time to do this. And now because y'all under the pressure, y'all want to put her in there and kind of, shit on me. Yeah. Which I'd be pissed about too. Shit.
Yeah. And Kyrie,
absolutely, bro.
Go ahead, Trey. I'm trying to cut you off.
No, but absolutely though. It don't seem like she was having a personal conversation, and she was like, just because y'all have been messing up or fucking up for years and years with diversity and women hiring and whatnot, I ain't trying to step to the side for that. I've been here 25 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Kyrie,
so that's what I got. That's what I got from it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, and Kyrie brought up a point to some that I guess it was some controversy with Maria Taylor prior to her giving them wanting Rachel Nichols to succeed her coverage to Maria Taylor. So it almost felt like reprisal, like, okay, if we don't give Maria Taylor this opportunity, she's either going to quit or she's going to file some kind of EEO against us. He brought that up.
She got right up out of there after they gave it to her with NBC to make more money.
Exactly.
Shout out to Maria.
Exactly.
But definitely shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to Maria Taylor. But let me ask y'all this. So, do y'all feel like Rachel Nichols should have succeeded especially because this was 2020, mind you. This was in the wake of George Floyd, and I don't really want to conflate these two incidents, but I do, because the ESPN was trying to force this diversity, you know what I'm saying, at the time, because whether they were in hot water or not, whatever the case may be, they were trying to force this diversity. So do y'all feel like because of George Floyd, like I said, because if this was any other time, I'd be like, man, kind of fuck Maria Taylor, you know what I'm saying? But in the wake of George Floyd, do y'all feel like she should have gave Maria Taylor that? Y'all don't feel like that at all?
I don't. One thing ain't got nothing to do with the other. This is business. I got a contract. And I don't give a fuck about none of that.
And this is, go ahead, and I'll tell you why my line of I'll tell you my line of thinking. Did you have something to say, Kendall? Because I thought you were about to say
something. Well, no, I was just going to say, of course it has something to do with the George Floyd situation. Because again, ESPN has had a history. There you go. Has had a history of being culturally insensitive and things of that nature. So again, the bottom line is the money. So you're starting to see the shift. And I think that they were trying to do a diversity fill in, because of Maria's prowess. She has been working hard throughout ESPN and was doing her thing. So they wanted to give her that, and I think they wanted to include some color into that whole, genre of sport, because the NBA is majority African American as far as the players are concerned. And I think that that's kind of the shift that they were trying to move towards. So it wasn't necessarily Rachel's fault. You know what I'm saying? She still was, I guess from what I was hearing, she knew that she was about to get the job, and she gave her flowers or sent her some flowers or some other shit I read. I didn't really just keep up on it, to be honest. But so it's not necessarily Rachel's fault, but it's just you're going to be a part of that issue. If they're going to make that change, they're going to make that change. And you saw they did it anyway with Malika Andrews. They got her in there now, so they were probably bound to fill that spot anyway. And then she probably was going to move over to, because it was the NBA countdown. Is that what she was, or was it the jump that she had lost?
The jump.
Yeah.
Right. So, because I think she was still going to be doing NBA countdown, though, right? Or
no,
Rachel
she was
Nichols?
still going to be doing the jump, and she wanted to tie her finals appearance into the
finals appearance. Okay, gotcha. Okay. But yeah, she's so I think it's she was a collateral damage, basically. You know what I'm saying? And she was just a part of that. So it's messed up, but that's just the way of business, and what they pretend like they want to feel.
Black,
it's
that
about
shit
money.
wasn't fair to me. What? Right. I don't care. That was some bullshit.
Yeah, and like I said, and here's my thing about it, because we say ESPN. America has a diversity issue.
No denying that.
Yeah, America has a diversity issue. So with all these corporations, I'm saying, it kind of trickles down. And then and I want to go back here, and I understand the contractual obligations and everything, and this is why I think it was such a big deal with George Floyd, because George Floyd literally, that started a demographic shift in this country on the wake of him. He was basically a martyr. We hadn't seen anything this powerful since like the civil rights movement, when it came to like black people moving forward and diversity. You know what I'm saying? Emmett Till, facts. And that's what Emmett Till was what kicked off the civil rights movement. That's why I even put him back there. But anyway, back to what I was saying. And this is why I feel like it was important with George Floyd. I know it might not seem like it has anything to do with each other because this is sports and whatnot, but like I said, America has a diversity issue. I hate to go all the way back here, but during the women's suffrage movement, Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Canton, these are the women who are basically responsible for modern feminism. They didn't even want black men to get the right to vote before white women. You know what I'm saying? So we got a white woman who's been working in this field for 25 years. You know what I mean? We've seen how hard it is for black women to get a leg up in corporate America, period. Mm-hmm. So I felt like it was kind of apropos for them in the wake of George Floyd, regardless of what the messy circumstances behind the scene was to give Maria Taylor that position over Rachel Nichols. And I get it was controversial. Maybe the next year, what I'm saying, they could have gave it to her or whatever the case may be. But like I said, it was less so to do with race and actually ESPN being a shitty company towards Maria Taylor, which is why she stepped out of there anyway. So
exactly.
But
yeah, I'm saying they both gone now. It just seems like some affirmative action type shit. I don't know.
And so you don't agree? You don't agree with affirmative action?
Not in that sense.
And here's the reason why. And I mean, I agree with it. I agree with affirmative action because all the shitty shit that's happened to us as Black Americans to hold us back. Like sometimes, it might not be fair to a white person in a certain position. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we are better than them. A lot of times they benefit from nepotism and all this type of stuff. But I feel like just from this standpoint, like I said, that forced diversity was needed, and that's just my take on it. Like I said, I know it's not a popular opinion, but
right. And she'll be fine. I mean, she's
Rachel Nichols.
She already got Showtime.
She's already doing Showtime, right? Exactly. She's, no offense, she's white. She'll be all right. I mean, let's stop acting like she's been railroaded and she's never going to work again. Yes,
no,
ESPN
I don't feel sorry for her.
No, not you. I'm just saying in the broad spectrum of things. No, I ain't coming at y'all takes. I'm just saying on the broad spectrum of things. She's gonna be all right. She lost that worldwide leader in sports, but I highly doubt they fired her and said get up out of here. She just was probably pissed and was like, I'm not gonna be a part of this no more.
And I'm sure she got paid.
Right, and they was gonna give her something. She would have did something else. She would have did some form of basketball. But she felt slighted. You know what I'm saying? And that's really where it is. And she's not wrong for how she feels though. You know what I'm saying? So, but like Jerome was saying, I mean. When Black women been getting pissed on in job and work settings for it forever. So ESPN took advantage of that because of the shitty diversity that they've had over the years. I mean, the only black people we knew was black men in ESPN. Stuart Scott and I can't remember my man name. Bald guy. He ain't bald. He got like a real low haircut.
But you know,
I can't remember his name.
Look, you having a hard time.
There's only been like 2 or 3.
That's what I'm saying. You having a hard time even naming black male talent. So
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
right. And Sage Steele. And we know why they love her. So
right. So
she's gonna say.
So that's my issue with, like I said, it's a lack of diversity. And like I said, I hate to say it, but George Floyd was the martyr and was the new Emmett Till, so to speak. Lazy comparison, but like you know what I mean? Like he was the one who sparked all this demographic shift in our country. So
and it wasn't like they wanted to do it. It's just that they saw that like you said, the demographic has changed. So now, oh shit, okay, we might lose money if people start tweeting or if people start doing this or that, you know. And ESPN ain't in the business of losing money. They're still number one right now. You know what I'm saying? So in many of their shows, from First Take been number one since Stephen A. jumped on with Skip Bayless. So and they've been number one the whole time. You know, every other show, Fox News, Fox Sports, any of them, they ain't beating that stuff out in the morning. So ESPN is still the worldwide leader, and they want to continue making their money. You know, so you saw the numbers when Serena played her last game. It was some of the highest numbers in tennis, and it was broadcasting on ESPN. So they all, they're about that money. So if they see the shift and they need to change, they will. Yeah. They just will do it reluctantly.
They told Rachel she had to take one for the team.
Exactly.
And that's my whole thing. Sorry. It's like what's the issue with her taking one for the team? You've been in the field for 25 years. Like you ain't
right. Well, it's still slighted. Like to her point, she's still a woman, so they're clearly not giving them the same chances or
right.
You know
the pay still ain't
opportunities as they would white or even some black men that are 5 of us.
The pay.
You know what I'm saying? I've been here 25 years. This is my opportunity. It's in my contract. I ain't trying to hear nothing.
I honor that shit.
I ain't either, bro. Yeah. I ain't either.
And like I said, I feel y'all take. It's just, to me, it's just like. So y'all remember a couple years ago, and this is related, but kind of related. It was a white actor. See, this is how you use your power and your privilege. Like, it was a white actor. I can't remember, a white woman actor. She was finding how much her black co-parts were making on a movie, and she fought for them to make more money. And I think it was Viola Davis and a couple other ones, but I don't remember the white actor the woman I'm referring to.
I vaguely remember that.
You vaguely remember that? See, that's what I'm saying. That's how you use your diversity. So your privilege. So maybe if she would have fought for it, instead of saying, "Oh yeah, she's very talented, and I hope she gets another opportunity somewhere else," but I work for this. Like,
it might have been room for them to both do it.
That's what I was just about to get to. Like, maybe hey, we'll co-host it, which would have been dope.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But instead of saying, "No, this is my opportunity," that speaks to your level of privilege right there. Instead of even trying to reason with the situation and make it like that. But I don't know.
I mean, I get what you're saying, bro. But like, she can't have her own opinion. Like maybe she felt like, man, I've been sacrificing for 25 years. No, I don't want to sacrifice no more. This is my time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. I'm not saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm not saying that. Rachel,
she should be able to have an opinion of. She should be able to feel that way and talk about that in private. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
ESPN. She actually said on the All the Smoke podcast, bro. She said ESPN had her room bugged and all that.
No, it wasn't tapped. What it was is she was using the app, but it was a new app for her to do virtual calls on the laptop, and she left her line open, and bro. What she said on all the Smoke. No, this is where I'm getting this from. I'm getting this from All the Smoke. She left the app running in her in the background in her computer. It was her work computer, and it was like Zoom or something. And they just sat there and watched it.
She said somebody just sat there and watched.
Yeah, watched it the whole time. So yeah, they didn't actually bug it.
Oh, so she was using her work stuff still.
Yeah, it was user. It was exactly. It was user. But I'm not. Here's what I'm saying, and I don't want this to be missed. Like, I'm not saying that Rachel Nichols is wrong for the way she feels or anything like that. I'm not saying. All I'm saying is, because had been a regular time, not a pandemic, not George Floyd, never happened, I would I'd probably be saying fuck Maria Taylor too, because like I've worked 25 years. But what I'm saying is, in the wake of George Floyd, This is a black woman we're talking about, a double minority. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you've been a white woman that's been operating in your privilege and getting opportunities because, you know, because she even admitted on the first time she was on All the Smoke, I'm not even that talented. That's what she said this herself. Go watch her first interview on All the Smoke before the all this controversy. She said, I'm not all that talented. She's like, the producers yell at me all the time for saying, oh, when we make a mistake on air, for me actually saying, oh, we made a mistake, all that type of shit. She said it out her mouth, so I'm not even saying that. That this is something that she said verbatim. So, you know what I mean? Like okay, so get this woman a chance. That's all I'm saying.
So, but no, I got you, man. Go ahead.
No, I mean, no, absolutely, bro. But she's been doing it for 25 years. So wouldn't that be equivalent? What was Maria doing? 8 years?
8 years, yeah.
So if she would have at year 10 got to where it took Rachel 25 years, like that's still saying something as a black woman. You get what I'm saying? Uh-huh. So that's where I'm coming from. Like, no matter what, Maria was gonna win. You know what I mean, bro? As far as, hey, it took her 25, it took me 10. You know what I mean? Like that's a serious accomplishment too, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, she was 8 years in, bro.
And another thing too, because I don't want to get too lost in the conversation. Like if we lived in a perfect world and everybody was equal, this wouldn't even be a conversation. But what I'm saying is, we live in a world where black women are, where black people are oppressed, where we see police brutality, we see marginalized communities and everything like this. And this is a one-time opportunity for a fucked up corporation to try to make right. You know what I'm saying? So, and they were trying to do the right thing by giving Maria Taylor a shot, regardless of what the controversy was behind the scene. And it had to be on. It had to kind of step on Rachel Nichols' toes. I'm
okay with that though. Like I think that's like even them giving it to Maria, like absolutely, like fuck everything else, bro. Yeah, I'm talking about Rachel was okay. It's okay for her to feel that way.
No, okay, yeah. No, 100%. 100%.
There was nothing wrong with her.
I'm not admonishing nothing. I mean, I'm not admonishing nothing that Rachel said, and even in private, even by saying, you know, like fuck that, she's talented, give her like she can get an opportunity somewhere else. I'm not admonishing her for feeling that way because I would feel the same way. I would feel slighted as well. All I'm saying,
that's what I'm talking about. Everybody was destroying Rachel for feeling a certain way. She can't feel a certain way. Like I gotta always.
It was the way the story came out.
It was the way the story came out.
To Blaze's point, exactly. He said ESPN 100% spun that. So. That's all. I like I said, I'd have tried to come up with a better solution. Like, shut up, Trey. I'd have tried to give.
Laughing at Kendall. Wrap it up, B.
All right. No, the spin. You were talking about the spin.
The spin, yeah.
It was a.
Yeah, but
that's Bill O'Reilly quote.
That's pretty much all my thoughts were on that. Like, maybe she should have given her opportunity, or maybe should have had that.
Yeah, exactly.